Hey you guys, it's Britt. Today I'm here to talk to you for a few minutes about the anti-Katie Joy, anti-Without a Crystal Ball community on YouTube and on social media. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so I just want to talk to you for a few minutes. This is just going to be a steady stream of thoughts. I've been thinking about this for the last couple of days, and I really want to get it off of my chest and open up a dialogue with my subscribers or anyone who happens to come across this video. There's been a lot of crazy stuff going on at social media, and I don't see most of it because, as some of you might know, I don't have Twitter. All I have is Instagram, and I'm perfectly happy with my YouTube channel and my Instagram page. I'm good. I haven't liked Facebook for a long time, and I have never had a Twitter, not once. So, you know, Twitter has always been kind of like, people compare it to like a cesspool of just toxicity, and then Facebook is like the cesspool of conspiracy theories and just weird nonsense. So I'm good without it. But today I want to talk about the anti-Without a Crystal Ball community because there's been so many crazy things happening since this lawsuit started, and more specifically over the last, I would say, month or two. I feel like things have really taken a turn. So let's go back to the beginning. How did I find out about Without a Crystal Ball? Some of you probably found me off of the video that I made. It's called Why I Stopped Supporting or Watching Without a Crystal Ball. I was a really short time subscriber of Katie's. I found her through the Micah Stauffer coverage that she was doing, and then she moved on to discuss Shane Dawson, and I did a Get Ready With Me last summer, and I said, hey, you know, if you guys are interested in all of this stuff that's coming out about Shane Dawson, I found a really good thread that is on Twitter. I found it through YouTube, but the thread was on Twitter, where this YouTuber Without a Crystal Ball is compiling all of this information. It's sort of easy to, you know, sift through this. If you want it in a centralized location, you guys can go check it out. And I gave her a little shout out and whatever. Well, so even though I had a small channel with not a lot of subscribers, I still took my advice and the things that I say seriously. So once I gave her a shout out and then I no longer stood behind that decision that I made, I wanted to come back and tell people, hey, I no longer support her. This is why, because I didn't want people to think that I was promoting a problematic YouTuber, because at that point I had discussed a lot of problematic YouTubers. So it would have been idiotic of me to not denounce what she was doing after I had just promoted her channel. So that's how I found out about her, and that's how I unsubscribed. So I made that video. I had no clue that it was going to do so well. I really didn't. And that blew up, and I got a ton of subscribers from it, and a lot of people liked what I had to say, and they decided to take a chance on me and stick around. And I'm so appreciative of that. If any of you guys found me through that avenue and are still here, I appreciate you. If you found me another way, I appreciate you. But once I started continuing to do commentary on her, I did a couple of videos, and I realized people are really interested in this YouTuber and what I have to say about her. So I would sprinkle in Katie Joy videos on my channel. It was a quite regular thing there for a while because there was always something to talk about and people liked to listen. And then I started doing the reaction videos where I would take apart one of her videos and just share my thoughts, and people really liked those as well. And I guess once I really started covering her is when I discovered this whole anti-Without a Crystal Ball community that was on YouTube. There were a few people making videos denouncing her behavior and things that she says or does, and I would be in live streams and take in this content, and I would agree with a lot of these creators, what they were saying. And then time goes by and you come to the fall of 2020 and the lawsuit comes into play. Tati Westbrook, who is one of the biggest beauty influencers on YouTube, decides to sue Without a Crystal Ball for defamation. And that sort of blew up the whole internet, the whole commentary community. People who didn't know Without a Crystal Ball were talking about her and giving their opinions. And we're all allowed to do that. We're all allowed to give opinions. But what I noticed as someone who was aware of her before the lawsuit, I saw this huge influx of people who were making videos every single day or multiple times a day about her. And it became a lot for me. And some of those channels I had to unsubscribe from because I did not want to see 5 Katie Joy videos on my timeline before lunchtime. It was just too much. And so I unsubscribed from some people. I stayed subscribed to some people. But the thing that I've seen with this lawsuit is that it's like a popularity contest. The reason that I hate popularity contests so much, I realize that some people probably don't give two shits about, who's popular. But the reason that it hits home for me is because some of you might know, I had not the best time in high school. It was full of mean girls, bullies. I wasn't physically bullied, but the mental and emotional bullying can take a toll as well. So when I see people fighting for popularity and being at each other's necks and throwing each other under the bus, I have a big problem with that because it's almost like memory association to what I went through as adolescent in like some middle school, but primarily high school. And I can't stand it. I can't stand to see grown adults going at each other. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that there are always differing opinions and there are ways to share those opinions without it being this person's attacking me or this person's being mean. We're all allowed to share opinions. It doesn't have to be mean, but I have seen a fair share of people just being mean. When it comes to the YouTube creators that are consistently, causing these issues on Twitter and constantly in drama, and people are trying to come for me, and this person said this, I almost think that it's a way for that creator to turn around and collect subscribers and super chats and memberships strictly based off sympathy. And if you guys have watched any amount of my videos, especially over the last 6 months, I do not appreciate when people collect, subscribers or things based off of pure sympathy. I think that you should be being rewarded on YouTube off of your merit and off of providing quality content. It shouldn't be, I feel sorry for this person, so I'm going to join their membership, or I'm going to be a subscriber because I feel sorry for them. If you feel sorry for them, but you also really like their content and they're being completely transparent and a good YouTuber, fine. And at the end of the day, I want you guys to take this away from this video. I'm not telling anyone how to follow people or what to do on YouTube, but I think that it should just be like a friendly reminder to people that don't follow someone just because you feel sorry for them, or just because they're saying, oh, well, I got attacked on Twitter, or this YouTuber is coming after me, so you feel sorry, so you're going to give them a super chat. Like, it's too much, you guys. It really is. And not only are there people going at each other for no good reason, but there are also much more serious things flying around in this sort of community, like doxing, verbally abusing each other, bringing up things that just have nothing to do with what that creator is doing in the current day. And it's just become this toxic mess. Now, I can't be a fly on the wall in Katie Joy's house, but in my opinion, she is most likely laughing at the nonsense that is happening within this community. We all started making videos to call out her on her bullshit and give commentary about it. But it's turned into this mess of just people causing issues off nothing, going at each other, being toxic, and then also simultaneously sometimes playing the victim. And my stance on it right now is not that I'm trying to be above anyone. I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal, but I am going to call it how I see it. And I see a lot of messy ass behavior. And I always say I'm not the gatekeeper for how anyone should run their channel. But at the same time, if this message is something that is, near and dear to your heart, you want to call out bad behavior, then I believe that those people need to stay on track. Stop causing issues with other creators, stop participating in the popularity contest, stop collecting sympathy subscribers because you're saying that someone was mean to you. Like, I don't even know you guys. Like, I enjoy giving commentary, and I'm not going to stop giving commentary on Katie Joy. I have sort of pulled back a little bit because there's just not been much to react to. Reading court documents is boring. I always say I compare it to watching paint dry, and it has nothing to do with the creator. I just don't like listening to court documents. It's kind of boring. So I will continue to cover her, but the reason that I've pulled back is because there's just not been a whole lot happening that is worth making an entire video about it, because that's kind of the difference. I'm not here to participate in the popularity contest. I want to give commentary as I see fit, and if others see fit to do multiple videos a day, then that's their journey. But the other thing that I will say is it is something for a creator to think about, that if you build your entire channel off of doing Katie Joy content, what are you going to do when the lawsuit is over and she is either not on YouTube or she's still on YouTube and she's just making her normal content? Because this lawsuit is only going to end in one of two ways. She's either going to stay on YouTube or she's not going to be on YouTube anymore. And either of those, unless she's still being messy and problematic, which I don't really know if it's going to happen, if all of your content is Katie Joy, then what are you going to make videos about? That's just my personal opinion. That's why, there are many other people that I'm interested in making commentary on. There's many other avenues of content that I've gone down because I'm interested in a lot of things. And that's no insult to anyone who makes all Katie Joy videos, but it is something to kind of think about. What's going to happen when she's no longer relevant? Your whole channel is built off of her and the nonsense that she's doing. So I did want to let you guys know where I stand on this, because I have had a few questions asking, like, what do you think of all this? So I did want to make this video for anyone who is interested. And before I close out the video, I just want to reiterate, this is not me putting myself above anyone else in this community. I have subscribed to and or watched just about everyone who has covered Katie Joy at one point or another. And it is what it is. Some of them I've appreciated for the time that I was subscribed. Some of them I still am subscribed, but unfortunately, this community is becoming very easy to mock and make fun of because of some of the players that are involved. And I'm pretty sure that Katie is just laughing at all of it. So anyway, those are my thoughts on this. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.